How'd you do, folks? Hello, this is Kimberly signing in. It is August 27th, 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30. No, damn. I'm jacking the time all up. It's 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern. I'm on the plane on my way to the ATL Hotlanta from San Francisco. I'm really looking forward to that because I get a chance to see Rashid and my dog child Bailey, whom I miss so much. Who thought that you get that attached to a dog? You know, she's not a pet. She's a part of our family. You know, I had dogs growing up, a Weimaraner named Apache. When I was a little girl, I had a Pickapoo Cockapoo named Moxie. But now I have Bailey, who's a 3-year-old Rottweiler, and I'm looking forward to seeing her. I am on my way to the ATL, and I'm on a 2-month hiatus from Curb Appeal the Block. It was going to be 3 months, but you Curb Appeal the Block fans are so dang on demanding that I have 2 months of vacation. But it's okay. It's all right because I love you all just the same. And I am so glad that you guys are receiving the show so well. One thing to let you guys know, I hope it's okay for me to tell you, because if it's not, it's almost too doggone late. And that is, it's no longer going to be Curb Appeal the Block, but it's going to be Curb Appeal, which you guys are used to, and it's been that brand for umpteen years, right? But don't worry, don't fret. It's just Curb Appeal, but the block portion still exists. We are still spreading the love to the neighbor makeovers and all of that stuff, so tons of fun there. I was so busy all this week. I actually had 3 neighbor makeovers because I was scheduled to leave out today, and I had to pack up my entire apartment. But we had 3 neighbor makeovers, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, and they all look fantastic, and the homeowners love them. But what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So I packed up an entire apartment. I have only lived in that apartment for 10, 11 months, and you'd be surprised the amount of stuff that you accumulate. First of all, number one, I have a crap load of clothes. It's doggone ridiculous. Between clothes and little knickknacks and things that I found, you know, shopping around San Francisco, I had a total of 19 large banker boxes, tall, large boxes, 19 of them, and like 6 smaller boxes, groceries and all sorts of stuff. So it took me forever to pack all that stuff up. At one point, I was like, I don't want to leave my apartment here. Maybe I want to keep it, but I'm thinking smarter, and I'm all about thinking smarter now that I'm 30 April 2nd. Oh my God. And I mean, this shows because I don't lose weight like I used to. And being in San Francisco and tons of good food, every time I go to a new place, I gain like 10 to 15 pounds. It's the same thing I did in Atlanta. So I'm going to be working out while I'm off for this next 2 months to say, I'll definitely say that. So look at me now. Check me out. All that's going to change real soon. You can't see my other little flabby stuff back there. But it's all right. The person who matters doesn't mind. But anyway, so yeah, really, really busy for this 2 months. I have tons of projects, home shows. I have for women's only in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm going to be going to Denver, Colorado to an ACE trade show. I'm going to Haiti in a week. And I'm sure you all have heard about that there's a cholera breakout. OMG, like what in the hell? You know, a lot of the ladies that are going, there are like 11 ladies in all women's build. I'll be going again in March, and then probably again in like June. Probably actually go in May because I'm off again in May. But I am building quite a few homes there. 3M has sponsored 2 homes for me, and I'm getting other sponsors and stuff like that, and getting a lot of volunteers. But this time, anyway, they're all women. Some of the women are spazzing out because of the cholera breakout, the worry for the weather, the worry for some of the violence that's broken out in the country as well. Also, shout out to all the people who are experiencing Hurricane Irene right now. How crazy is that? I mean, the Eastern Seaboard guys, my prayers go out to you. Really, my prayers go out to you guys. You'll be fine. Stay positive and face this adversity, and be relentless in your fight and your well, it's a fight. It's not a fight, but at least it's a fight to not worry about what's reality and not worry about what you think is going to happen versus just kind of taking it and knowing that it's all going to work out. I know sometimes people are sick of hearing that, but I'm a firm believer that the more you worry, the more you push God's action and blessing away. Not that you're not going to get the blessing, but it takes you a little longer to get to the blessing. So, I'm praying for you guys, and I pray that everyone else is praying for you guys. So shout out to New York, D.C., Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Rhode Island, Long Island, Martha's Vineyard, Hampton Roads. I mean, you got North Carolina. I mean, it's crazy. So, you guys be safe. I guess I'm fortunate that, first of all, it's sunny right now, and from San Francisco to Atlanta, it's no problem. The weather, it's not a big deal. A lot of flights were canceled. This flight is just about empty because I think of a lot of people that were connected through Atlanta going to someplace else where the flights were canceled. But me and my neighbor were able to kind of like just spread out. People just spread out. Everybody either has their own seat or has the middle seat open. So, yippee, because it's like a 4.5-hour flight. So, I'm not cramped, and that's pretty doggone awesome. I got a little Maker's Mark in my cup. I'm not tipsy. I'm not drunk. Just relaxed. Because I packed up that entire apartment in like 3 days, cleaning it. Oh, guys, let's cry. Let's send a tear to Kimson. He's not dead, but I did take Kimson back to the Kia dealership today. It was just a loaner. They allowed me to drive the car for 11 months to see if I liked it and that whole nine. Although I was hoping they were going to come down a little bit on the price, because I want to get, right now we have our cars are like V6, V8 engines. I want something that's small, that has better fuel economy, that gets more miles per gallon. I mean, I'm going to shock a few of my friends and families because they're used to me wanting, more of a luxury car. Not anymore. I'm going to get me something that's little and gets at least minimum 30 miles per gallon. So, yeah, wait for that one. Pray for us going to Haiti. I'm getting ready to sign this out. Fortunately, Hurricane Irene is not affecting the weather there, but some of the diseases and things like that are happening there, I'm pretty optimistic that we're going to be just fine. It's going to be smooth sailing. So pray for us for that. Another thing too, guys, we kind of look down on poor countries and the people in those countries and violence and that sort of stuff. When your economy is pretty much non-existent and you just had a catastrophe a year ago and still are living in tents and things like that, I'm not saying it's okay to rob from your brother, your sister, or your neighbor. I'm just saying that I understand it. I don't necessarily judge that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Nor am I worried about my safety. I pray that God, that I come with the light and that I'm like an angel there, because I'm coming there to help and to be a blessing to some families there, so that they can have a house, and prayerfully they pay it forward, and just to bring some type of hope to people. When we're faced with just being drugged down and not having anything, sometimes we think that something better is non-existent, and always remember that something better is just around the corner, and that our lives can change in an instant. We're going to visit some orphanages. We hope to do like we hope to go and like feed 400 children, but we'll see if we're able to do that. And we're going to be going back a few times next year too. And I have a flip camera.